Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with AEW Dynamite broadcast live last night on TBS from the Mechanics Bank Arena in Bakersfield, California. In the main event, Bryan Danielson defeated Satnam Singh by disqualification after Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Jeff Jarrett interfered. After the match, the Elite attacked Danielson, but Darby Allin arrived with a flamethrower to help run them off.
It's Darby! What the hell's he got in his hand? It's Tony Khan driving the car! Tony Khan? That was Tony Khan? Yes, it was! A fist bump! What has Darby got? I guess the ban has been lifted! What the hell is in Darby's hand? I don't know, but I think we're on the fight right now. Oh my God! Oh, he's got a damn long throw! That's the first time ever we have seen something like this. My God! Well, there's a reason for that because it's insane. Darby Allin is unhinged. He wants a. Oh, there goes Nicholas.
In the opening match, Trent Beretta and Roderick Strong beat Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy with some help from Wardlow. The Undisputed Kingdom attacked Ospreay and Cassidy after the match. AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland beat Nick Wayne in a non-title match. Afterwards, Strickland clashed with his Double or Nothing opponent Christian Cage both in the ring and outside the arena. During a promo segment by Jay White and the Gunn Brothers, Pac reunited the Death Triangle, bringing back the Lucha Brothers to help him storm the ring and issue a challenge for Double or Nothing. In an FTW title eliminator, Brian Keith tapped out to both Hook and Katsuyori Shibata, which means that both Hook and Shibata are scheduled to challenge Chris Jericho for the FTW title at Double or Nothing. In other results, Women's World Champion Toni Storm and Mariah May beat Saraya and Harley Cameron, with Serena Deeb attacking Storm after the match. Konosuke Takeshita beat Matt Sydal, after which Takeshita was attacked by Jon Moxley, and Malachi Black received a bloodbath from Adam Copeland after defeating Kyle O'Reilly.
Malachi, up here. Be careful what you wish for. See you soon.
In ratings news, Monday Night Raw this week drew an audience of 1.733 million to USA Network, according to WrestleNomics. That's up from last week's audience of 1.589 million. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a 0.56, also up from last week's 0.53 rating. NXT on Tuesday drew an audience of 654,000 to USA Network, according to WrestleNomics. That total is up significantly from last week's NXT audience of 567,000. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a 0.17, down slightly from last week's demo rating of 0.18. And turning to Japan, New Japan Pro Wrestling presented Night 8 of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament yesterday in Osaka. TJP, El Desperado, Hayata, Bushi, and Titan were all victorious in Block A matches, with Titan and Desperado leading the block with 10 points apiece. Sho, Taiji Ishimori, Drilla Maloney, and Robbie Eagles all won their Block B matches, with Eagles leading the block with 10 points. Night 9 of the round-robin tournament is scheduled for Saturday in Tokyo. And we close with some news from outside the ring. Brandy Rhodes has undergone surgery for stage 4 endometriosis, a treatable disease of the uterus, according to a social media post sent out Tuesday night. Rhodes was recently diagnosed with the disease after what she described as, quote, 3 years of pain, end quote. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast, and remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, Just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.